My job, my most important thing that I do, what I teach and what I work on with myself is I teach myself to weaponize my awareness. My awareness is everything. Who you think you are versus who you really are is a big question that we all have to answer. Alright, so you know what happens sometimes is that things happen to us, events happen to us, accidents happen to us, mistakes happen to us, different things happen to us in our life. People, places, and things. Things can happen. For example, today, just now, before this video was just picked up, I was talking to my buddy Eric. We're getting ready to shoot here, so check out this beautiful location. We're right here on Oahu. This is Waikiki. There's the other Budo brother, alright? There's my brother over there. Officer Burns.
I'm here rocking the camera.
And there's the other Budo brother, alright? And this camera, we just found it, and I want to show you a little lesson from Kung Fu, from martial arts, on how we can apply things in our life. So what ends up happening is, let's say, and we'll use today's example, if that's okay with you, Eric?
Please do.
Okay, that's how this conversation came up. So, Eric misplaced his Osmo, this wonderful little camera thing that he uses to capture the highlights and the super fire footage. So he just lost it, misplaced it. So he didn't lose it, he misplaced it. And then so in our lives, many things like that happen where there's a disruption that happens in our life. People, places, and things can disrupt our energy flow and our sense of state and our sense of being as to where we are in time and space. That's very important. My job, my most important thing that I do, what I teach and what I work on with myself, is I teach myself to weaponize my awareness. My awareness is everything. Who you think you are versus who you really are is a big question that we all have to answer. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, we all respond to opportunities and threats in different ways. And the way we do that is based on our acquired patterns, or what we call our acquired personality. Our acquired personality comes from all the experiences that we've had in the past. That shapes our being, our psychological being, our energetic being, of how we act and how we react to certain situations. So what I mean by that is if an event happens, the formula in mind boxing is E plus R equals O. That's how most people react to situations. So what I mean is an event, your reaction equals the outcome. Now, in that scenario, any event that happens, your reaction to that event, you react to it. See, when you react to it, that reaction is based on all your previous patterns and learnings. So you'll never be able to have a reaction that you haven't already learned before. So it all comes from a previous base of knowledge. It all comes from a previous state of being. Your acquired knowledge, things you learned from your parents, things you learned from your experiences. That shapes your reactions and puts you into a box of reactions. So if you're the type of person that has high energy, you get amped up, and it allows you to focus and like tunnel vision focus on projects and just focus and dial in on something, and do you know what ends up happening when you lose something that's out of the ordinary? You start to focus on the problem the same way. You get tunnel vision. When I work with law enforcement, it's the same thing. We don't want them to get tunnel vision on the problem, on the prospect, on the suspect. We want them to be able to survey everything. So instead of E plus R equals O, event plus a reaction equals response, we have to change the formula. The mind boxing formula is E plus P plus R equals O. So the event plus an active pause. So if something happens to you, the first thing you do is you breathe. You have to come to the still point. You can't let your mind jump in and mess up your in martial arts, our timing, our frames per vision, frames per second, our ability to perceive what's happening, and our awareness. So that breath puts you into the observer, because the observer is who you really are. You're not your thoughts, you're not your mind, you're not your experiences. But if you bring your thoughts, mind, and experiences into traumatic events, into events where you're out of control, where you lose something, and you start to panic, that's not going to help you. Now that's taking away from your energy in that same moment. If you can disconnect from that by the breath, all that wasted energy that would have gone into worrying and freaking out and running to the car to look for it, and then now starting to panic because you're going to start the photo shoot, all these things happen, all that energy can go into actually looking and seeing where the hell the thing is. So now instead of letting that energy explode out, you bring the energy in with a pause. Now instead of a reaction, you choose a response, a tactical response. So an event happens, you take an active pause, breathe, slow down, center yourself, find time, find space. Now from there, select a tactical response. Now you'll be able to see everything. You're not going to be right here. And as it ended up happening, I was like, what's going on, Eric? He's, where's Eric go? I see him sprinting up and down to the car looking for things. Guys, I lost my Osmo. Can you help me find it? So the first thing Officer Burt and I did, we just breathed in. Hey, it's right there. So the thing is, oftentimes it's right there in front of our face. It's right under our nose, but we can't see it because our mind takes us out of everything. Now, when you think about fighting in martial arts, for example, I don't care how many techniques you know. I don't care how long you've been training. That's our strategy, our tactics, what we've put in. But remember, it's you, the person, in the moment that's able to access those tactics and strategies by having a pause, by being able to slow down the tensions, the pressures, the stresses that your life hits you with. Because that's the whole thing. Don't fight the stress and the tension and the pressure. Don't do that either. It's not a curse. It's not anything like that. It's just an opportunity for you to weaponize your awareness some more, to grow more. Because as you weaponize your awareness and as your awareness grows, your awareness not only grows and operates in places of like high tension like that, it also operates in places when you want to love your child, when you want to connect with your wife, when you want to connect with your students or your clients or your customers, or whatever it is you're doing, or this beautiful island. If my awareness is in my head, I got to do this photo shoot, I'm not for one moment in this time, even when I'm talking to you guys, I'm not taking all of this in. Because that's all the beautiful heavenly glory that's here for us. Only the observer takes it in. The mind locks us in to that moment, to the thing, and it wants to like dissect it. And we need that. That's our evolutionary advantage. But in today's day and age, we're digitally connected, but emotionally and mentally and spiritually disconnected. So find yourself back to your true self. It's always there. It's just you have veils, you have patterns, you have stories that just blind you from what's already there. So you're never trying to become somebody new. You're just trying to get away with all the muck of what's already inside.
Seafood, thank you so much. What an incredible opportunity to learn and grow. Your wisdom is such a blessing.
I'm just glad it was right there.
And we found the Osmo! Yeah! Alright, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you can plug some of these lessons into your own life, because this is that powerful stuff that we've been talking about through martial arts. Thanks, everyone.